Okay, maybe Quirin talk now again. I think.
Yep. Hello everyone. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I'm sorry that Quirin was muted. Yeah. He can try to repeat everything that you said, but.
Well, okay. Just quickly, opponents, or the orc at least, is from Uzbekistan. Players seem to be Russian. At least it shows on ESEA. It's the first time for the international lineup from us on Inferno in this season. It's a 5th match, and Munich eSports had a pretty rough start so far, playing 3 times on Ancient, winning 1 of the matches, and then 1 more loss on Vertigo as well. But looking for a win now would be pretty important. As you said already, it's time for a win. Currently 1-3 in the league, which isn't that bad early on, but of course you want to get as many wins as possible. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, halftime of the league isn't far away. Like actually, it is already halftime.
I think there's more matches
no,
to
there's
come.
more
I don't
matches
think
to
the
come,
scheduling
which have been...
shows everything. Yeah.
Yeah. You're that's right. Actually, the
Yeah.
dates are already set. So, yeah, but still, halftime isn't far away either. So, getting some wins now is definitely an important thing. I think getting to like the top spots for an actual chance to go to ESEA Advanced is probably already gone, but
I mean, playoffs is not out of the question yet for
Yeah.
sure. Like with 3 losses, you can still make playoffs. I'm pretty sure of that.
most
But
likely.
there has to be a few wins from now on to get or to make that goal possible. But yeah. Today on Inferno, a different map, and let's see how the players are performing. Let's see if we need to wait a little longer.
No, we don't have to wait any longer because the match is live.
Oh, okay, that was
fast. The match
fast.
is live, and I'm going to go into the game scene. There we go. And we see the ninth round. Munich eSports against ARCRED. They're actually shown as a Russian lineup right now, so not sure if Uzbekistan or Russian. Countries aren't that far apart anyway.
The orc is from Uzbekistan, but
yeah, probably.
ESEA just shows the average from the players, I think. Or actually the player who logged in last
Magic
time.
in a clutch versus 2 players, trying to find the first kill, can't even manage that, and now it's ARCRED to choose their side, which they prefer, and they will probably, they will choose the CT side. Everything else would have been pretty weird. And we have a muted player.
And I'm also on the server, so I can see something, yay. Alright, here we go. Munich eSports starting on this T side of Inferno. Good start would be pretty important. Inferno can be really rough if you don't get control of the money situation, so T-side pistol win would be a huge benefit for Munich, but let's see what happens here.
Munich going for a quick B execute, nothing special so far, a bit of utility to get the guys away from the spot, which actually worked pretty well. Both guys have already retreated, and ARCRED are going for the 5v5 retake, as it seems. And all of them are coming over CT.
Yeah, we've seen that before on Ancient actually. 5v5 after plan situation. Last time Munich eSports weren't able to convert it. Now pushing Ruins with 3 man could be a huge chance here for Munich. Nino getting 1 but instantly gets traded, and Magic lost his life as well. Funery now needs to get something done towards CT. That's a perfect play. Now catching the CTs in the back. CTs are having the control of the site, but Weinzer in the mini pit finds one after Chansky gets dealt with, and it's Weinzer in the clutch suddenly, and he's dead as well. Endo has a kit, but not even needed. DSSJ, interesting name, has enough time for the defuse, just about. That was actually very close, but ARCRED with the first round on the board. Munich eSports with the bomb plants, and you can already see it on the right side again. Munich eSports forcing back into round number 2, 3 Galils. Weinzo yet to buy. He's probably gonna go for pistol and utility. That's it. And Munich trying to punish this MP9 buy from ARCRED.
Yeah, it's always kind of interesting how actually the T's don't have that bad of an economy situation after planting the bomb in the first round and losing it. So in this round, they actually have quite decent weapons. They don't have the utility to support them.
I wouldn't even say that they have a better buy, right? I mean, the CTs only have one M4, and the Galil is probably stronger than the FAMAS, so...
Yeah. And definitely stronger
and in
than
some
the
situations, the Tech
like
9 is even stronger than the MP9, so... yeah. Kinda rough.
Magic flashing
CTs,
himself in banana. Actually, ARCRED playing a 4-man ace stack, and this is exactly what Munich eSports is running into right now, as they are trying to build up some aggression towards A. Nui now also picking up the bomb and carrying it with him to A as well. Just as ARCRED are actually... oh, they're taking the bomb to B, and ARCRED is already adapting and putting 2 players onto the B side.
Yeah, I really like the call here from the CTs to re-aggress mid to get some information, but information denied with that short smoke. And Munich eSports grouping up towards B now, which could be the perfect call. NO almost decided to go back towards A, but decides otherwise in the last second. And with that long smoke, they at least keep one more player on A side while the B take comes in. Flash thrown. CT pushing in, only gets one. But look at the time. Magic gets a very, very important kill. Secures the bomb plant with that, and 3v3 after plant now. Ansky, huge double kill from him. Knows about the last player. Just about survives the nade. What? Okay.
But Invisible, he gets another kill, and now it's actually very, very close. Chansky in the clutch now. Almost blowing up himself.
That could have been really, really bad.
Yeah, Invisible, he's not sure where Chansky is coming from, and he's trying to play for the kill after the fake defuse, and actually managing to do that as well. ARCRED now in the lead with 2 rounds. Munich eSports definitely forced into an no, they're actually not probably not ecoing. They will definitely buy because ARCRED doesn't have really doesn't
maybe
really
a
have
half
money.
buy.
No, I'm actually expecting a buy.
I thought of a half buy maybe just with Tech 9s, but yeah.
Because like they can buy at least as good weapons as the CTs. They only saved 1 gun, which was an M4 at least, but still.
Right, but interesting afterplan situation. Chansky with 8 HP was in a really, really difficult situation. And then again, the FAMAS comes on top, which was actually a huge deal that he bought a FAMAS because otherwise he wouldn't have a kit. And that definitely won the round right there. Without a kit, Chansky would have a way bigger chance in winning that 1v1. But yeah, not to be in the end. And Munich eSports 2 rounds in, 2 bomb plants down on the B side, but no round converted, and that's gonna hurt. Such close rounds, and think ain't yet, but gonna go for it again after this quick pause. Let's hope it's not a technical one. Can you actually sanitize Blackbird again? How was the command again? CL sanitize muted players? Yeah, no?
There we go. Did it.
CL.
Yeah, I already did it.
Perfect.
I didn't remember the command and I didn't want to ask. But now we actually have Ryojin in the team. It's not Blackbird anymore. That's what happens if you get too many communications reports. Inu getting the kill onto Magic was kind of getting caught off guard by the quick boost in the banana area. eSports having to fight this round with only 4 players remaining, and they don't have any utility except of 2 smokes left. This means probably they will end on the B side, or they could actually go A with 2 smokes as well, but they don't have any flashes or anything, so it won't be easy to take any side with that. Oh, they found another Molotov.
And that's a problem exactly with these force buys, because you do have the rifles, but you don't have the utility, but maybe you don't need the rifles. Never mind. Soul B gets 2 with the FAMAS again. I was just about to say maybe you just need the firepower, but then denied by the A stack. Finui now 1v2 situation, and Sol B playing it really great, pushing the apps. And I don't know about that though.
Yeah, DSSJ.
DSS just running in mid.
I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to look if the bomb was still there. A Sol B called something else, that the player was already running down mid or something. I'm not quite sure. We will never know. And now it's actually a 9 HP player against a 12 HP player. Next bullet that hits the intended target definitely will win the round.
Yep. And this time no kit on Sol B. As a smoke and a FAMAS of course, but no kit. That could be a huge deal again if Finui plays the time here. Sol B looking towards Stark where Finui just resides right now, but let's see how he plays it.
Actually
Finui giving up his position,
scared.
that could
be
a big problem.
I wonder why he decided to spray through the smoke. If I saw that smoke, I would probably try to walk around it, because it should have been pretty obvious that you can see around the smoke. I'm not sure. He gave up his position, and this gives ARCRED the third round.
And it's crazy, you know, like it's the third bomb plant for Munich eSports, and I think the second 1v1, or maybe even the third. I don't know if the round was a 1v1 as well, but Munich eSports trying their best, but struggling with converting these after plants and clutches so far. Their buy is getting better and better. Now it's already 3 AKs and a little more utility, but
yeah, together with
I wanted
the
to say that earlier. If you, yeah, exactly. Together with the lost bonus, they have enough money and the bomb plant. But these force buys are good if you get like a lot of entries at the same time. But if you have like a 3v3 or 2v2 situation, you quickly run out of utility, and then you don't have anything for the after plant. And that's probably one more reason why ARCRED were able to win these retakes. And let's see what's gonna happen now. Munich eSports do have control of Banana, but ARCRED, they're really comfortable with one player, one CT just playing on B for information, just jiggling CT, and this 4-man stack has worked out great for the CT so far. Again, the opener against Nino, no trade possible. Invisible even gets one more. Weinzo. Yeah, that's way too strong. Enno even pushing the long smoke, and Magic, the banana player, left with basically an impossible task. Finds one, but after all, it's the 4th round on the board for ARCRED, and no bomb plant this time.
Yeah, maybe it's even like a good thing to have now kind of a pause of 1 round where you don't really buy up. You might do a half buy, yeah, that's exactly what happens, but nothing more, to just reset your mind a bit and get creative again, because all the last rounds were pretty intense, also for the mind. And ARCRED, they are playing it pretty decently. They are always going for the retake, but they are always securing the retake as well, so good for them. Probably we will get a 5th round on the board, especially after that nade that got dunked onto Weinzo and Nino, and now it's Ryogen through the smoke getting the first player. Probably might even be able to get a second player. Now they're pushing into long. Invisible.
Wow.
Doesn't really see anything because he's full flashed, getting 3 kills with his MP5 in only 1 mag and like 10 bullets.
Hitting every single headshot while being fully blinded. I thought actually there might be a chance with this perfect flash, 2 players fully blind, but he just holds mouse 1 and doesn't have any issues. And Finui without any chances. 5th round on the board. Munich eSports again with a slow start. Yep, that has been pretty common so far. Let's see if they can turn it around early, and maybe Nino on the op can be a deciding factor. T-side Inferno, not the easiest playing field for an opper, but maybe if the CTX over peak here and there, it could be a chance for an opening duel.
Very decent
Made it
nades.
down to 62 HP though
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, Finui and Nino both actually getting a lot of damage early in the round. Also, quite sure what the intention was there. Switch out the AK for another AK, or did he just throw it away? Either way, Munich eSports are trying to find a solution to convert those afterplant situations now. Or even better, just take out ARCRED before needing to go into the afterplant. They probably won't expect that, and right now they're trying to sell this fake A. Might be working for them in favor, because there's still 4 players of the Russian team on the A side. Only one on the B side, and he's standing towards CT, so ARCRED might actually consider going for the retake again. SSJ, he's full flash, but he does get away through the CT smoke. Stays alive, and this will be another 5v5 retake situation, and we have seen ARCRED in this situation already, and they performed pretty
Munich
decently.
eSports managed to get the bomb down because Boost is coming in, and that's a bomb on the floor. Just the timing not there. Chansky getting pushed. Weinzo, what is that?
Munich eSports really struggling with those afterplant.
Yeah.
It wasn't really an afterplant situation, but it felt like one. The ARCRED retake actually coming in without the bomb even planted.
Yeah, they really needed that early entry on the CT player, because ARCRED, again, with the 4-man setup on A, and CT player, he delays long enough actually while falling back, and that the rotation can come in while Munich eSports are still checking the side. And I mean, Munich eSports maybe realized that they're always playing 4A, so they went for the B take, but it was again a little too slow. And this time a fast rush up banana doesn't work out at all. Magic dead by the AWPer. Nino baits out one shot, but DSS doesn't miss again. Chansky though, he gets
yeah,
a
he
trade.
gets a return. And now if they actually score a second kill, this might be possible for them, but they have to get the weapons as well. And it's still ARCRED with 4 players remaining.
Chansky,
he's
maybe
looking.
he's good for another deke here. Yep.
Yeah, but it's a very ugly crossfire. He will definitely be traded afterwards. And he doesn't even get the first one. Chansky getting taken down by Enu, and he's looking for more. Yeah, it's a very tough situation right there. Invisible and Enu clear up the round, and it's a 7-0 for ARCRED, and Munich eSports aren't really getting into the game after very strong 3, or at least 2 rounds in the beginning. Now they're kind of getting trashed in the last few rounds, and they have to find a solution for that. I think definitely in the afterplant situations, they should go for a bit more of map control, because usually, even if they have the plant, they don't have control over construction, and they don't really.
I mean, they tried that in both. Yeah, it's weird. They exactly tried that, but they didn't succeed really. The trades were good for the CTs, and now again with the opening pick against Magic, they again fall into this triple short or double short setup with 1 player long, 1 player holding up. So brackets is not really easy to take at all. The speed take needs to be basically perfect at this point in a 4v5 situation, while Weinzo and Nino are still looking to get something done towards mid. Again, playing it slow, but all the utility on the CT side is gonna deny this.
Yeah, DSSJ now also.
Coffins.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, what?
Not sure what Soul B was trying to do there, but he gets taken out by Weinzo. Probably didn't expect a player there either. Won't matter to him now. They're again going for that B take. Invisible though, he gets the first kill into middle, and that means that there will be a fast backstab as well. They don't have control of construction right now. Enu might be thinking about spraying through the first oranges, doesn't, but Nino doesn't really check CT because I think he probably thought it was still smoked off. Not quite sure what he intended to do. Enu gets another kill, and now it's just a clear up for them again, and they again take the retake.
Yeah, it seems to be their game plan at this point. It's pretty obvious. Playing B for for the retake, giving up the side and having enough control, of ruins and enough utility to make the retake pretty easy. Munich eSports never have any utility left after they plant the bomb. Cannot re-smoke CT, cannot flash into ruins or molly them off for a little delay, but yep. Another full buy coming in, without the AWP this time, a little bit more utility. But again, they're sticking to their plan. Enno again rotating towards the A side. Again, the 4-man A setup coming in with DSS, even without the banana control, playing it solo on the B side with his AWP. And it's very, very valid, because it's been working for 8 rounds now. And they don't need to change anything unless it's not working anymore. It's the task of Munich eSports to find a solution for this, and against this 3-man CT setup in mid, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, definitely. Enno and Invisible opening up the round again with some frags. Weinzo getting a kill, but he's getting traded by the nade. And now it's only 2 players from Munich eSports remaining, and as I speak those words, it's actually over. ARCRED with 9 rounds, 2-0 from Munich eSports, and they are just absolutely getting stomped right now. They don't have any chance. And I wonder what would be the best thing to say in this pause right now. Because definitely going for that A-take will be very, very difficult, as they always face 4 players there, and if they don't actually execute onto the side perfectly, they will always find themselves in at least 1 crossfires, probably 2 or 3 at least, or even. And this B-take has been working for them. They usually get the side, but they just lose it in the retake because they aren't able to gain any map control apart from side, and even side is hard to hold right now. I don't know, maybe it would be a decent idea to try to do a long and B split, because then you take the B side as well, and you can actually just because usually there's only 1 player on long, you have to kill that one and not die to any other E players, and then also have control over CT to make the retake a bit more difficult. But also it just poses more risk of not actually taking the side in the first place.
I was gonna say, when you ask what to kind of conclude out of this in the pause, maybe the coach coming in as well, I was gonna say maybe a fast strat is actually needed, and they did buy Tech 9s, but they didn't go for a fast strat again, because fast strats could mean that there's only 2 players on the B side and you could overrun them, or it's only 3 players on the A side, which is better than 4, of course.
Yeah.
But again, the slow default comes in. Weinzo seeing 1 towards the apartments, but for now they really have a strong setup towards B. Opper holding the tight angle, and then Enno with an AK close up as well. So yeah, and there's no flashes, so what are you supposed to do?
Nothing much you can do right here. They're getting taken apart, and Ryogen, yeah, he's missing his first 3 shots, but after that he quickly finishes off Weinzo. It's at least a plant again for Munich eSports, but the weapon situation and the utility situation is looking more than desperate. Actually, quick CT push. Not finding a kill there. Ryogen now pushing from the banana, and it's only Finui left. His position will be known in a couple of seconds as he peeks now, and yeah, his head is getting shot off as well. 10-0, and Munich eSports still haven't found the solution yet, but at least this was an eco round. They got the plant again for a half buy round, and they will have the money to buy everything they could ever need in this round, which would be very, very important to finally get a round on the board.
Yeah, basically at this time they need all the rounds that are left on the first half. 10-5 would be still pretty reasonable. With 4 you can work as well, but yeah, they need to think about that. It's nothing is over yet. Like 10 rounds for the CTs after 10 rounds played is definitely the worst outcome yet. But here we go. Nino getting aggressive towards Banana, tagging the upper, and that nades. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, they actually expect the second player because he's running away. They definitely heard those tags, but he's getting away as well. Nino missing his shot, and Enno, he's gone. Trying to hold it now from the CT angle, actually getting another pick. As Finui isn't able to convert onto him. Not looking good for Munich eSports International. Good flash also right there, and Chansky peeks into it.
CT smoke push coming in, and Solby with 2 perfectly flashed in by Invisible, and yep, that's round number 11. I mean, if Nino doesn't miss his shot there, the round is basically secured. Munich eSports would have full control of the side, and this time the rotation would not have been fast enough to deny that side take or even get into good afterplant positions for the retake for the CTs. But yeah, Nino missing that shot was a big problem, and then again the CT picking up the AWP played it really well. So another bomb plant. At this point, bomb plants aren't good enough.
Yeah, I thought also
CT's kind of switching it up, but
I also
you
think
go ahead,
that sorry, I didn't want to mean to interrupt you.
No
At this point, I think it's also a mentality transforming into a mentality issue, or at least a confidence issue, because what I've seen so far doesn't look as confident as I'd like it to be. A lot of like either the peaks are too confident because you just I'm just gonna try to peek there and get a kill, but it's not really like a structured thing. Also this, like, Vines are just running into the angle, no flashes, nothing at all. I mean, they didn't have any utility left, but also didn't really try to I can't talk. Nobody really tried to refrag or anything, so the space was off as well.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, not feeling comfortable and not feeling...
You could blame them.
Well, yeah. They're kind of missing it on every single part. Utility, I think ARCRED said it in the chat. They're always playing 2-man porch setup at the brackets, like 2 under the roof, 1 behind the pillar close, 1 behind the solo pillar, and Munich eSports. That was actually the first round they mollied that position. But then again, CTs just fall back for like 10 seconds and boost afterwards because there's no pressure coming in from Munich. So brackets control isn't even taken properly, and with 4 men on A again, you're gonna run into an AK long, you're gonna run into a boosted player short and another one below him.
And it's not like it wasn't possible to Molotov those 2 locations. You can Molotov on the roof, you can Molotov under the roof very easily. And that way you can actually like gain some control over brackets and actually think, okay, what are we gonna do with it? Force back some players onto the side as well. Give them some pressure, but right now ARCRED, they're just feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
They're just playing their default
came in
setups.
with a really clear game plan with that 4-man A hold and this porch setup, and they can even switch it up after 12 rounds on the board. And Munich eSports 120 left on the time, and they have 1 flash left, so it's all about, well, basically the perfect flash and then a few headshots, but it's gonna be difficult to get these. CT aggression coming in, Jansky without any chance, really nice molly for the CTs. There's a flash, Line's invisible, but he can hide behind this pillar I talked about, and oh boy! This might be a really quick one.
And it was actually only 1 kill away from having as many kills as Munich eSports in total. He actually achieved that right now, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, it's not only the utility part that is lacking right now, as ARCRED always also said in the chat, it's also the fragging. I mean, nobody from Munich eSports hitting double digits after 13 rounds, and that's always going to be an issue. Let's see if they can get 1 or 2 rounds here on this T side. Otherwise, this might be over sooner than we thought. Double app setup for the CTs, and Vinzo this time, great spray, finds 2 openers. That's what Munich eSports been looking for. Let's see if they can convert to 5v3 here.
I mean, actually having some individual, how do you say that? Ooh, that was a very close shot. Wasn't far away from I'm not sure it was Magic, I think, in Banana.
Yep.
At this point, having some individual plays and actually gaining some momentum and confidence from that might be another keys to success.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to be somebody individually stepping up right now. I mean, at this scoreline, it might be too late already, but it seems like they're gonna have one round after all with this B stack coming in the 5v4 or 3v4, sorry. But yeah, it's another after plant. Junsky has one smoke left, so can delay a little longer, that's good. But they're definitely gonna go for this, looking at their money situation. Basically everyone at 16k almost.
Yeah, I'm really gonna...
they're gonna feel confident as well.
Yeah, they are trying for the retake. They don't have any reason not to try it. They have more than enough money for every round that is remaining. But Nino, he's actually trying to deny that as well, and now it's only Inu left, and if Munich eSports throws that away, they don't really deserve the round win or anything. Anyways, but Magic, he takes out Inu. Yeah. Munich eSports finally on the scoreboard.
Get the hype in the chat, guys! Munich eSports on the scoreboard. You have to be happy about everything at this point, I guess. That's a little irony, of course. Not the best match so far for Munich, but at least they get one on the T side. And who knows, maybe they can replicate it on the CT side. I'm trying to stay positive, of course. Let's see if they can finish off this half good here.
Name a more iconic duo than Munich eSports and late comebacks. Nino's getting taken out by the native. Yeah. And this is probably already looking very, very problematic for Munich eSports again. They didn't really do any damage in Banana. They pulled out some utility from the CTs, but still it's DSSJ with the orb on the tight angle. Very, very aggressive
Lovely angle from Enno, and yeah, this time it's 2 men on the B side, and it works perfectly for ARCRED, who don't have any issues. 2v5 now for Jansky and Weinzo. Somebody can step up. Weinzo spotting one.
Yeah, but still it's 40 seconds on the clock.
This would be the perfect time for an ace. But it's just
every
not
time
gonna look like
time.
it.
Honestly, at this point, any time is the perfect time for an ace. Weinzo trying to clear out the side, but he doesn't expect Ryujin in the off angle, and actually he clears off the second guy as well, and it's 14-1 at the halftime.
I think that is probably the most one-sided Inferno match I've seen yet. 14-1 on the CT side. And wasn't like Munich eSports struggled too much with the money. I mean, you're never gonna struggle on the T side with the money if you get bomb plants, right? But it was just the, as we said so many times now, after plants and bracket takes that weren't just good enough against this really, really well-structured ARCRED team.
We are live with the second half, though.
Come back, Israel. Any believers in chat?
Honestly, if anyone like respects to the guys who actually believe now. Munich eSports playing it with a mid stack. 4 people posted there. Some of them have been spotted, and the first one is getting taken out as well, and it's just a slaughter in middle. Holy shit. Boy. Only Chansky remaining, and his task is almost impossible to achieve.
Yeah, Chansky's task is basically to die, and that he does. Well, one player buys a P50 and clicks 3 Munich eSports people in the head, so nothing you can do about that other than shoot back before he does, but not to happen at this point. Munich eSports going into this potential last round already with 4 deagles and a scout. Reaggression coming into second mid actually. Invisible didn't spot that, but it's probably gonna hear it, and Chansky's dead. Weinzo can't help it but to do the same, and actually Nino with a nice shot probably towards second mid, but He's the solo member left after Magic is rotating. There's 2, but that means Finery is alone on B, and now ARCRED's gonna group up onto the B side, where Finery is left with nothing but the Deagle to finish this off.
Well, that wasn't the nade that DSJ expected, probably. Nino trying to push behind through the middle, getting 1 kill, but he's only getting that 1 kill. And it's still 3 players from ARCRED remaining. One is now already rotating towards the A side, probably because he smells that there's nobody left there. And I wonder what's gonna happen now. Are they actually trying to go for the CT split? Not right now. Invisible trying to clear that out that A side. He doesn't expect the player on site, and Magic takes him out. Now it's 2 players remaining, but the rest is pushing onto the B side. Yeah.
Finery didn't believe in the stack, and now 2v2. Let's see if Munich eSports are successful as ARCRED with these retakes. That's a no. A no. It's 1 more. And then with 25 and 5, and Magic can't do anything about it. Well,
that was a very quick one.
What to say against that? Really, really well played from ARCRED, and Munich eSports, they will need to, well, think about everything basically after this destruction. Can't say it any differently.
Yeah, they won't be happy with that at all. We've seen better from them. Especially because I'm not sure how good ARCRED is, but they definitely lost a match in ESEA main already, so it's not like they're a definite contender safe spot for the playoffs. Like, they might get to playoffs, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're unbeatable. Today it was unbeatable for Munich eSports, at least. They will have to a lot of stuff to discuss. They probably won't do that today. I think they already crossed that off for at least today in their mind. But I think there will be definitely some discussion in the days afterwards, what happened there and what to do better in the next rounds.
Actually, you would like to just don't touch CS after a game like this for 1 or 2 days, and afterwards regroup as a team and think about what happened. But the problem is the schedule. And the schedule is looking really, really tight for Munich eSports, considering they're gonna have 2 officials tomorrow against Team Represent, a team from Denmark. They're actually gonna play them twice tomorrow in 2 different leagues. So one of the games in ESEA main, of course, as well. It's actually gonna be the same map as today, so another Inferno. And the second one will be in ECL. So the other league Munich eSports joined won't be Inferno again. So basically it's a best of 2 against Represent in 2 different leagues on 2 different maps tomorrow evening. But yeah, not really much time to think about what happened today. Just gotta refocus and kind of forget about this, because that was not the goal they wanted, of course, with this 16-1 loss today.
Yeah, and I think we're going to close it off with that very, very unfortunate outcome as well. GG to ARCRED, who definitely showed a strong performance. And they also didn't just like play very loosey-goosey or something. They just continued their playstyle into the end, which is
really well structured.
Yeah, and which is a good thing. Like, even if you're like very, very far on the front, it's good to just continue playing your style and finishing it off quickly, and not get disrespectful. So GG's to them. Good luck for the next matches, and also thank you very much for everybody that was watching. Yeah, I've not much else to say. I hope that the players from Munich eSports will recover quickly and maybe be able to play better in the next rounds.
Well, we're gonna see tomorrow actually, so make sure to tune in again. Thank you guys for watching, and that's been it from my side as well. Have a lovely evening and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.